Hey everyone, Josh here, and we're going to do another unboxing today. Today we have a Black Series Sergeant Jyn Erso from Rogue One. So let's get this girl over to the toy studio and cut into this thing. Alright everybody, here we are in the toy studio, and we're going to unbox Sergeant Jyn Erso from Rogue One. And of course this is a Black Series. And before we destroy the packaging, let's take a real quick look at it. And you can see she is number 22 in the Black Series line. And then, of course, on back here we have a real quick description. I'll go ahead and read that to you. A highly skilled soldier in the Rebel Alliance, Jyn Erso is an impetuous, defiant warrior eager to bring the battle to the Empire. Jyn has little patience for debate within the Alliance High Command, enough so that she takes matters into her own hands. And of course, if you're familiar with Rogue One, you know exactly what they're talking about there. And as you can see, she has an accessory, which is one of my favorite things about collecting figures is all the accessories they come with. But let's go ahead and cut into this thing. I want to see what she looks like and handle this figure a little bit. Right. All right. There she is, everyone. And her little thing sticks out of the back of the packaging here. So hopefully she's not too difficult to get out of here. All right. Very good. Alright guys, we got the gun out. The thing just flung across the room on me. You have to excuse the edit there. I'm sorry. And I'm already seeing things I like about this figure. Me personally, I am a big fan of being able to holster the weapons on these figures. Let's see here. I want to see if this little headpiece comes off here. I'm kind of hoping it does, because I don't really like it. Okay. Oh, come on there. This thing is very stubborn. It does not want to come off. There we go. Okay, I wanted to see her with it off. So, and of course we need to put the pistol in her hand. And there you go. And once again, my belief of a quality figure, test of a quality figure is, will it stand on its own? And she does. So most of these Black Series are very high quality. I'm very impressed with them. I'm fairly new at collecting them, and so my collection of Black Series isn't real big. But the ones I have so far, I'm really, really impressed with these figures. They have so much articulation, and they're very well done, and most of the faces look very much like the actors and actresses that play the characters in the movies. And real quick here, there you can see her gun, and it looks very much like the one she used in the movie, or one of the ones. And I want to see how this thing holsters. And one of the things I'm really impressed with these Black Series about is, if you look very closely, you can see she actually has a trigger finger out, and it lines up very nicely, or very close to the actual trigger guard on the gun. So it's very cool. And one thing I also notice in here is this holster, and I've never seen this on any other figure before, actually has a strap on it that works. You'll see there's a little tiny hole in the holster, and there is a little tiny pin on the end of the strap. So let's holster this thing and see how this goes. Oh yeah, very cool. And how well does the strap go back in? All right, there you go. And one of the reasons I can appreciate this so much is I'm actually old enough to remember the figures from back in the 80s. And one of the really unique figures that all of my friends and I coveted very much so was, there was a one Han Solo figure you could buy back in the 80s that actually had a working holster. and very few people I knew had it, and it was a big deal whoever had it. So now it's a much more common thing. You see it on these Black Series, and a lot of the Last Jedi line, you see those, and I'm glad they're doing it. They're upping their game on the manufacturing side, and it makes me happy to see that. But anyway, let's look at her movements real quick. So she has up and down head movement, side to side. Very good. And on her arms, like most Black Series, you have shoulder movement, which is up and down and around. She has two-directional elbow movement as well. You can swing her elbows side to side and up and down. And then she has wrist movement in two directions. She can swing her wrists up and down, or she can spin them. So there you go. And now let's see here. A little bit of waist movement. And that's one of the things I've noticed that's a lot different about these Black Series compared to most 3 3/4 figures. Is normally a 3 3/4 figure, the waist movement is at the waist. And here they usually seem to put it on the upper torso. And you can see on her upper torso, that's where her waist movement is, or her, I guess, torso movement now. And then on her legs, you got the up and down, side to side. Very good. And let's see here. Her knees are a little stubborn, but they do bend. And this is a very unique design on these Black Series figures. It's almost like the figures have kneecaps. There's a movable piece in the middle there, and all of them have it. It's very cool. I like it a lot. And then, of course, she has ankle movement as well. And real quick here, here's a look at the head scarf, I guess she wears. And it's just a flexible piece of plastic. It's pretty stiff here in the back, and it's got a little bit of flexibility to it, but it's a very, very tight fit around her head. And I gotta be honest with you, I like her better with it off, but just because she comes with it, we'll put it back on her there. And there you go. And all right, guys. There she is, everyone, from the Black Series and Rogue One. This is Sergeant Jyn Erso. And thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Bye.